I heard one person say to me one time, and it just resonated with me that there's a job, there's a career, and then there's a calling, right? And a calling is what you're made for. And I really feel super blessed because I feel like I am doing my calling every day. And it takes a lot of different jobs and career paths. And many things are just a hard no before there's a hard yes. And I don't really want to talk so much about my career path as what I feel is the most important thing. Having a strong mind, knowing who you are, what you're about, trusting your intuition and going for it. And I think a lot of times as women, we tend to not trust our intuition. And that can lead us sideways, maybe down a different path than what we were intended for. And in my life, when I was a teenager, between the ages of 15 and 16, I really started to question a lot of things about life and our culture and how things work, and especially about medicine, because I was a very sick child. I went to a lot of conventional medical doctors and specialists. I didn't know anything about natural medicine at the time. I went to the dermatologist for my acne, my gynecologist because I was having all kinds of wacko period stuff. I had lots of ear infections when I was young. I would be at the ENT multiple times a month. And mostly I was given a lot of prescription medications. And with each visit, I just felt more and more hopeless. And I was thinking to myself, isn't there something that I can do? Because I was frustrated that the treatment seemed so superficial. I would keep going back to the same doctors, getting the same recommendations, prescriptions, medications, or surgery, even tubes in my ears, tonsils removed, all kinds of things. And it just didn't make sense to me. I wanted to get better without relying on doctors and their medications. I wanted to know what was actually wrong, and I couldn't get any explanation. So, right around age 15, I just got fed up with the empty promises. I just decided that I wouldn't put anything in my body that I intuitively knew was just a quick fix. So, a lot of the prescription medications. I also started out in my teenage years with something that I've now have come to understand was polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had a lot of that, but I did my best to balance my body with herbs and nutrition and some of the books I read. At the time, the internet was just getting started and there certainly wasn't any YouTube. And all of that research led me into environmental medicine and then on to public health and finally into naturopathic medicine. And that's my journey. And I'm looking back, I couldn't be happier with the way that things turned out because literally natural medicine has changed my life and so many women's lives for the better. Natural medicine is not man made. It's not insurance based. It's not pharmaceutical based medicine. It is not subsidized by big pharma. And that's why I like to call it the best kept secret around because it's impossible to put a patent on a natural substance because natural medicine is God made. It's not man made. And I really feel that focusing on women's health is so important because right now we're in a very fast-paced insurance-based medical system. And women often struggle with conditions that are not effectively treated by traditional methods. Things like prediabetes, gas and bloating, fatigue, brain fog, autoimmune conditions, autoimmune thyroid, menopausal symptoms, and sleeplessness, just to name a few of them. Then we have all these mystery symptoms that no one knows what the cause is. Things like headaches. I don't know. Why do I get headaches? Why do I have hives? Autoimmune conditions, fatty liver, right? Everyone's being told they have a fatty liver. There's not one treatment out there conventionally for it. The lists get longer and longer every single day. So conventional medicine focuses solely on managing symptoms without attempting to find the underlying cause of someone's illness. And that we're led to believe that when we treat the symptoms, we're actually treating the disease. But that's not the case. In the insurance based model, doctors are trained to name the disease and then medicate for it without asking the question why. And I love asking the question why. Why do you have headaches? I wonder why you have hives. Why is your blood pressure high? Doesn't that just make sense? we should be asking these questions. So symptoms are just the body's way of telling us that something is wrong. It's not for us to cover up the symptoms, because covering them up just puts a Band-Aid on them, or to take a pill to make them temporarily go away. It's superficial medicine. Symptoms are there for us to realize, hey, something's wrong. I need to put a microscope on this. Let me put my attention on this and take some time to find out what is going on. What does my body need? And maybe I just need to do some things differently. So when a woman goes into a doctor's office, and sometimes she's not even given a diagnosis, sometimes she's told she's normal, even though she doesn't feel normal. She actually feels terrible. And she just walks out of there feeling so frustrated and confused. Or if she actually gets a diagnosis, a lot of times women are being told that it's their genetics. It's genetic, makes you feel so helpless. You can't do anything about it. And I just feel like women are being left in the dark with no direction. They don't know where to turn. And it's just all a very frustrating situation out there. And natural medicine can shine a light on a lot of that frustration. To women out there who are struggling or suffering with health concerns, is that you don't have to put up with feeling badly. You are not a sitting duck waiting for the next shoe to drop, or the next headache, or the next hives attack, or the next sleepless night. And I'm here to tell you that you're not meant to participate at life at less than 50%. And when we feel tired, achy, foggy, it just holds us back from enjoying our life to the fullest. And we end up walking around like zombies in survival mode, instead of the beautiful goddesses that we are, soaring through our day with ease. And when you have good health, life becomes a lot easier and a lot more fun. Natural medicine gets you back to feeling good in your body again, and you get to do you 100%. So, all of you lovely goddesses, are you ready to dive into a world of natural medicine and women's wellness? Join me as we chat all about nurturing your body, mind, and soul. From natural remedies to empowering women's health tips, we've got the perfect blend of fun, community, and knowledge waiting for you. Don't miss out on the wellness party. Just hit the subscribe button, sprinkle some positivity in the comment section, and let's create a vibrant space together.